So, there's some rumbles in the old Summer Wales world to do with indictments. And look, I hate to say it, but it ain't going to be Don and Candace. It just ain't going to be. And I'll tell you for why. The issue that you have, and I've mentioned this before, is that this case suffers from a huge, huge problem. And that is probable cause. So how is everyone? I hope you're all well. So the whispers in the winds are that there are indictments pending. And look, I don't want to put a dampener on things, but this ain't going to be Don and Candace. We're not going to see anything like that. And not yet. And the issue that we have is this case contains too much reasonable doubt. Now, part of that will come from the issues on YouTube, on this platform, because you and I both know, yeah, you watching this video, what the scenarios are. Now, you think we're nearly a year down the track, right? So if law enforcement knew something, if they knew something from the physical data that they had, that is the pings from mobile phones, the data from mobile phones, all of that stuff, all the good stuff, you know, the CCTV footage, if there was any, which I still haven't seen any. You know, we're saying that someone was definitely seen on the 15th, but who saw her? Who saw her on the 15th? I saw Chris McDonough. He'd said that they'd confirmed seeing her around 1:30 at one of these places they visited. But how was that? Was that on camera? Was it on camera and someone has looked at it, seen it, and confirmed that it's Summer? And if that's the case, and there is footage of Summer out there somewhere, and you still don't know, law enforcement, then you don't know what really happened, and you're thinking that this isn't one of this lot around Ben Hill Road that did it, then issue that picture. Do a new thing out to the public. Appeal to the public. I don't know. So I think that, look, law enforcement likely know that this is an issue that stems from this load of idiots and tramps and liars up at Ben Hill Road, but they don't have a strong enough case that couldn't be argued reasonable doubt. Because there's too many frigging options, there's too many things that it could be. It could be trafficking, because trafficking, if you don't listen to Ronnie Lawson, there's nothing going on around here, no drugs, no trafficking, everybody's saintly. All they do is go to fuck off. Oh my God. Look, there's loads of stuff. There's a drug issue. There's a trafficking issue. You've got a girl who we physically, ourselves, the non-idiots that are out there, watch Summer go through a period of demise in Images. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. So she was either extremely poorly, and this family decided not to get her help because of, I don't know, insurances or whatever, or the fear of someone else being found out, Don Wells. But there's too many arguable possibilities around what could have happened. And because it's been on social media and all these arguments are out there, any defence would have a field day, because they just claim reasonable doubt. And they have to go to court with a specific scenario. They can't just charge them because they know they did something. They have to go to court and say this is what they did. And I don't think you'll find that we're anywhere near that yet, because the chances are we'd already know. We'd already know, because that would have to be based on evidence. And TBI had long enough to go over the evidence. So these indictments that come out, please don't get your hopes up just yet, because I think this case is going to be based on one factor, and that is that one of these is going to, they've got to say that what happened. That someone's got to say this is what happened. And it's bad. It's bad when we've got to this point. But that's the reality of it. The reality is that there are so many probable scenarios that happened around summer that there is not enough to go to court and say this is what happened and this is what we're charging them with. Now our hopes at the moment is that we just keep putting pressure, and someone cracks. And sadly, that pressure may have to be placed in places that people don't want to put it. Because we've got to remember who was with Summer on that fateful day. If we're led to believe what happened to Summer happened on that fateful day. And that is Grandis, Candace, Hunter, and potentially Don. And that's the facts. Now I'm going to leave you with this. And I want you to comment down below what you think. Now Hunter, the word on the winds with Hunter is that he is looking to get married. Now, I know a lot about his partner, his girlfriend, but I purposely haven't put anything out there purely because these are quite young people. But I'm now of the mindset that, look, if you're old enough to decide to get married, to go down that route, and you was there, and you could potentially have information that could break this case wide open, should you not be looked into? Should there not be some pressure put there to see what comes of it? People speak. What do we do? Because this is where we're at, nearly a year in, and we're not really any further forward than we was a while ago. Tell me what we do. And I'll see you in the next one.